Hi everyone, good morning. This is Devoted Heart Lauren, the Monday Awareness Upgrade. Sorry, I'm late today. I got caught up in someone trying to scam me and I got upset for a second. Just feeling like very under attack. So I guess I don't know what the lesson. I mean, I know what some of the lessons are, but in terms of what to actually do, maybe don't answer unknown numbers. Okay, so I'm kind of just taking that off. Anyways, my offering for today, something I've been thinking about based on last week in my Live Your Yoga group, we were tuning into the principle of ahimsa, non-harming. So you've probably, if you've been listening to some of my stuff, you've probably heard me talk about ahimsa, non-harming before as the first yogic principle and perhaps the foundation of all yogic principles. And this is one of the yama, or the yamas, which are the observances, or the things that we practice avoiding, in a way, in our relationship with the outer world. So non-harming, if we're saying that we're practicing non-harming, then what are we actually doing, right? So we're cultivating the opposite. And with the yama, the introduction in the Yoga Sutras to the yama, to what the yama are, these 5 ethical principles, talks about pratipaksha bhavanam. Pratipaksha bhavanam, and this is the practice of cultivating the opposite. So if we are in a cycle of harming, in a cycle of not being truthful, in a cycle of taking or stealing or not containing our energy or holding on to things, then we get to look at how do we do the opposite? How do we cultivate the opposite to uplift ourselves, to have stronger boundaries, to be more connected to our truth, to be more loving and kind to ourselves and therefore more loving and kind to others. So my theme for over the weekend with the full moon was trust your own wisdom, or you are wise, tune into your own wisdom and be kind to yourself. So when things come up, actually listening to them, listening to the things that come up, the things that make you feel angry, emotional, sad, whatever. And that's not to say that you're going to chase the rabbit all the way down the rabbit hole, but you're going to notice your feelings and what are they teaching you? What are the messages? Okay, how can you connect back to yourself, your own center, your own sense of safety and empowerment based on the things that come up? So cultivating the opposite, pratipaksha bhavanam. So if I have an unkind thought about myself, that, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I'm not whatever enough, okay, I'm just not being very kind to myself with the things that I'm saying or the thoughts that I'm thinking in my mind, then how can I plant seeds to cultivate the opposite? So if I feel like, the examples that I often give are, I'm not good with money and I am not good with technology, right? So these things may have been were represented in the past based on my knowledge and my experiences and whatever, but I want to give myself the opportunity in every moment to start again. So rather than speaking about myself like that, about, I'm not good at this, or I'm so stupid that I made this decision, there's these sorts of things. And I've noticed a little bit of that coming up for me lately based on experiences that I've had of just feeling like, why? Like, why did I do that? And just beating myself up about it. But rather than that, can I turn the page and open up to a new chapter and be like, okay, in the past, this is what was happening. So in the past, maybe I wasn't very responsible with money, or maybe I wasn't very good or empowered to learn about technology, okay? Or I made a decision that perhaps didn't create happiness or well-being or sustainability. So acknowledging that, that's something that happened and that's something that I'm working on. And also, how can I be kind to myself? How can I cultivate the opposite? So in moments that feel really difficult, that feel really challenging, like, I can't do that, or I'm just going to shut down, what can I tell myself to empower a different reality, a different world? So, okay, I can do this. I'm going to try. Let me focus. Okay, let me ask for help. Let me consult the all-knowing internet, right? There's nothing you can't learn on YouTube these days. So sometimes I tell myself, I don't know how to use my drill to hang something on the wall. the internet knows, right? Or somebody knows. Somebody in my life knows. So how can I cultivate an attitude that helps to have me turn the page to something new, to a new reality? So let's just sit with that for a moment. Sitting up tall or being well in your body, however you are situated. And is there something in particular that you've been beating yourself up about recently, that you've been unkind to yourself about, or something that you've been indulging that's not actually what you want? Is there something you've been indulging that's not actually what you want? And so I think that I've been indulging complaining a bit lately because I've been feeling, I don't know, just like there was a lot of challenges. But I don't want to be a person who complains. So how can I cultivate the opposite of that? How can I harness my power? How can I be resourceful and find solutions for things? How can I tell myself nice things that will help me to see that I'm moving forward rather than dwelling on things that have already happened? So for this theme and this practice, I'd like to offer Lotus Mudra. You can bring your hands together in a prayer shape and then bloom the fingers open with the pinkies and thumbs connected. Lotus Mudra. So this gesture of blooming open into a new reality, blooming from the heart. So really anchored in a permanent truth rather than just the fleeting moments. And trusting the wisdom that arises in all different forms, from your body, from your feelings, from the earth, from the outside world, and also coming back to your own center. So through the eyes of the heart, what are the messages that I'm receiving? What is the wisdom that I can use to cultivate the opposite of the things that I don't want? So notice anything that's been going on that you don't want. Just notice, acknowledge it. For me, I already mentioned some kind of complaining and sadness, feeling alone, anything that you've been noticing, and how can you cultivate the opposite? So I'm cultivating happiness, empowerment, resourcefulness, and connection. And take a deep breath. Seal the palms together. Bow your head to your heart, to the wisdom of your permanent truth and the light within. The eyes open and the gaze lift. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any reflections, anything that you've been noticing, anything that you're cultivating the opposite of and what those opposites are, please share. And yeah, that's it for today. Have a great day.